Today we're heading to the iconic Amo Mall where Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown was filmed to go see what modern shoe prices and styles are today. To get there, we'll be using the infamous 405. Now, if we're heading north to the valley, it would be traffic up the Yang, but because we're heading south, it's just a little bit better. We get out on Hawthorne Boulevard, which looks very unique. Looks like small town America in Los Angeles. Doesn't seem like you're in Los Angeles, but you're still there. A lot of cool little bars to visit here. I've been there, quite a few of them myself. Here's this railroad bridge. I always remember going underneath that thing. Oh yeah, and then there's the Lamps Plus on the right there. That thing is still there for so many years. Now here's the California Bank and Trust building. If you've ever watched a Laker game, you've seen this building. They always use a picture of it during their broadcasts. So beautiful grounds. I was lucky enough to skate it one time when I used to work at the JCPenney at Amo Mall. Glad I got to do it one time. The parking lot on the southeast side of the mall is where Robert De Niro's character shot Bridget Fonda over her being annoying about him not being able to find where the van was parked in Jackie Brown. Was it this aisle, Lewis? Was it this aisle, Lewis? Oh man, can't say I blame Robert De Niro, but yeah, it was a shame about Bridget Fonda. Anyway, as I pulled up to the very spot where Robert De Niro's van was parked, guess who was waiting for us? I told security I didn't know anything about Bridget Fonda's shooting and moved on my way. These escalators have been used in many commercials, including a pretty famous campaign ad with Capital One when the Vikings invade the mall. Next, I made a quick stop to the Book Off $1 store where everything in the place cost just $1 to see if I could get any kind of deals. And guess what I found? Love me sexy! I then went to the department store and specifically the cashier location where Jackie Brown's scheme took place in the movie. If you've seen the movie Jackie Brown before, you may recognize this walk. This is where Max Cherry goes after he gets the money from inside the dressing room and takes $500,000 of Samuel L. Jackson's hard-earned money. After grabbing some lunch at the food court, which sadly is no longer the same one as in the movie, I got around to looking for some shoes. The first place we checked out was Finish Line. And just like you see in the NBA, a lot of Skittle-colored rainbow shoes. I guess that's the style nowadays. These suede Scooby-Doo shoes would have been awesome back in my raver skater days. Aside from the colors, the other thing that I noticed right away was how many low-cut basketball shoes there are. I guess high tops are just out of style. The pricing is more or less what I expected, between $100 and $200 for quality basketball shoes. What I noticed in the Nikes is that they have a more old school kind of styles with the white, black, the reds. Not as much neon colors, kind of like that. The next place I went to was the Foot Locker. More or less it's the same thing as Finish Line. Maybe they have a few different styles. A lot of neon colored styles, low cut shoes. Price wise, I might say Foot Locker might be a little bit better, but then you got, you're paying $80 for these guys. Next place I checked out was the Shoe Palace, hoping to find something different and maybe some good discounts. But actually, I found more or less the same thing as everywhere else. A lot of low cut basketball shoes, bright colors, and a lot of Nikes. That's when I remembered that I'm cheap and ghetto. So I went over to the Ocean Gate Center instead, where they have awesome stores like Five Below, Burlington Coat Factory, and Ross. The selection wasn't as great, but you did have a lot of brand names like Nike, Puma, and Fila at deep discounts, which I like. I grew up on Payless knockoff basketball shoes, so I kind of always been, a bargain hunter. And if I could get a good deal on something, that's what I'm going to go for, And it's the only place where you could find McDonald's Crocs to ball in.